Hello friends, welcome to new and exciting video on Power BI after a long time. I have found a data set on LinkedIn and I thought that I'll create a dashboard based on this data set. So from the scratch, I have created sales pipeline analysis, or we can say product sales analysis dashboard using Power BI. And there are certain simple steps for creating this kind of interactive dashboard by using Power BI. You have to just follow the sequence of steps which are shown in the video. A beginner can also create and learn Power BI with this step very easily. This is an interactive dashboard. Based on your selection, the data will get changed accordingly. For example, let's say you want data only for fourth quarter of 2017 year. So you will select this type, and according to that, the data will get changed. Similarly, if you select any different time, the data will get changed correspondingly. Okay. So the question is how to create this kind of interactive dashboard. Is it very difficult to create? The answer is no. The steps are very easy. What you have to do is I have attached a blank Power BI file in the description box. You have to go your Google Drive. You have to download the blank PBIX file and you have to open it. The data is preloaded in the PBIX file. Just you have to create the visuals as shown in the next section of this video. So first I'll explain the data which is loaded inside this PBIX file. So we will go to the table view. So our first table is account. So account table has account ID. Okay. ID is just for linking the table with each other. Then we have account name, sector, year established, the revenue, employees, office location. Then in calendar, we have all date, month, and year related data. Then we have product table, which has product related information just like sales price, series, product name, and product ID. Then we have sales pipeline table, which has opportunity ID, agent ID, product ID, just for linking the tables with each other, along with account ID, deal stage, engage date, close date. And at last, we have sales teams table, which has agent ID, sales agent, manager, and regional office. Okay. So the data is already loaded. There is no need to load the data. Okay. When you download the file, you will get PBIX file like this in which the data is preloaded. Now you have to just drag and drop the visuals like this for creating the report. Okay. So how to create the visual is shown in the next section of the videos. You can follow the sequence of steps. So in this section, we are going to start creating our overview tab. So the first thing which we have to do here is we have to rename this tab. So I just rename this overview. Okay. Now, what we are going to create in this particular tab is these things. Okay. So today we are going to start creating our overview tab. And inside this overview tab, we are going to learn how to create card visuals in Power BI. Okay. So we are going to create cards for showing sales revenue, total opportunities, won opportunities, success rate, and average sales cycle days. Okay. Now, always remember before going to start, before going to prepare your report, you need to understand the data carefully. You have to understand the data very carefully and very thoroughly. Okay. So we have already discussed the data set. Okay. So what you can do, you can go through the blank Power BI report, which is attached along with this video. Okay. You can download that PBIX file and you can use the same file for creating the same report. Okay. So in that particular file, the data is already loaded. Okay. So you don't have to create any measures. Okay, or you don't have to use any external data for creating these visuals. Okay, you can use the same report as it is. Okay, so the first thing is you have to go to description box. Okay, just download the PBIX file attached along with this video in the description box. Open that file in Power BI. Okay, and use the same data whichever is loaded. So as we have renamed our tab as overview, we are going to start creating the visuals in this tab. So today we are going to learn how to create card visuals. Okay, we have already discussed what type of cards we are going to prepare today. Right. So the first thing is we have to adjust the size of the canvas. So canvas is nothing but a space where we are going to create our visual. So this white space is nothing but the canvas. So the first thing is you have to describe your size of the canvas. Okay, so go to this option, format your report page. Okay, so inside this, there is one option, canvas setting. So click on canvas setting. So usually by default, the type is 16 is to 9. So instead of this, we can select the custom type and we can define the size of the canvas. So height, I'll keep it as 800 pixels and the width of the canvas will be 1400. So this size will be sufficient for me. Okay. So you can define, if you select the type as customer, you can define the size of the canvas with the help of height and width in terms of pixel. So I have used 800 is to 1400 pixel. Now, the next thing, once you define the size of the canvas, the next thing is to select the background. Okay. So I usually prefer light color backgrounds. Okay. So what I'll do, I today for this particular dashboard, I'm going to use this background. So if you want to use the same color, you can keep this particular code which is shown on the screen along with you. You can note down and you can click on more colors, put the same code, the same color will be selected. So I'll use this one. But now see, if you have observed carefully, even though you have selected the color, okay, but it is not visible on the screen. Why? Because the transparency is currently 100%. Okay, so we will bring the transparency to 0%. So we are going to use this particular color. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go to more color, I'll put the same code. Okay, and put transparency to 0. So now see the color becomes little bit darker and it is visible. Okay, now the very first thing which we are going to show is sales revenue with the help of card visual. Okay, so for creating the card visual, select this option, add data to your visual. Okay, and under this particular option, select this one, card. Okay, just click on this card. Okay, so this visual will appear on the screen. Now, as we want to show sales revenue, okay, as we want to show sales revenue in this card, so we have to drag sales revenue from our measures to this particular field. So sales revenue is in this measure table. Under measure, there is one option sales, and the last option is sales revenue. So just select the sales revenue and drag it to this option field. See, the total sales revenue is visible on your screen now. Okay. Now, what we have to do is we have to just format this visual. Okay. So for formatting this visual, just select this. Okay. Select the second option, format your visual. Okay. The first thing is open this call out value option. make the value as bold so that it will be clearly visible on your dashboard. Okay. Then the next thing is to decide the color of this value. So again, as our background is light in color, we will select darker color. So I have copied this code. Okay. I'll click on this color option, more color. I'll paste the code here, and now see it is clearly visible on this one. Instead of this, if you want more darker color, you can select that as well. See, it is more clearly visible, so we will select this one. Then the second thing is category label. So category label is nothing but the sales revenue which is written below this number. Okay, so we will disable it. Instead of category label, we will use title. So for title, we will click on general. We will enable this. Okay, and we can put the title here. So the title of this card visual will be sales revenue. Now see, the title is visible here, but we can make the title as bold. Okay, and also we can increase the size of the title. So 20 will be sufficient. And the color of the title, will select the same color which we have used for showing the number. It is clearly visible. The next thing which we have to remember while doing the formatting is this sales revenue is currently aligned towards the left side of the visual. But if you want to align it at center, how to do that? Okay. So if you scroll down, you have one option horizontal alignment. So currently left alignment is selected here. We can select middle alignment or center alignment, you can say. So if you click on the center alignment button, the sales revenue comes at center. Okay. But if you click on this visual, so right now your sales revenue number is clearly visible. But what we are going to do, we will enhance our visual little bit. So we are going to draw border for this card visual. So again, second option, format your visual. Click on general, go to effect. Okay. And for the background color, select the same color. Okay. Transparency to 0%. Okay. And then enable the visual border. Okay. So currently, see, the border is black in color, but we are going to select a definite color here. So general effect, visual border. So instead of black color, I'll select this color for border. And currently, if you have observed, uh, the corners are straight one, right? But if you want round corner, we can select that as well. So click on general, go to effect, go to visual border. This is not clearly visible. We'll use the same color for border. Okay, and rounded corner, you can select it as 15. So always remember, now from this onwards, we will keep the same formatting for each and every visual. The color of the border will be same. The rounded corner will use 15 pixel. Okay, and one more thing, currently there is no shadow for this visual. So we will enable shadow as well. Click on the shadow, enable it. Okay, and the shadow color we will use this one. See, if you have observed carefully, the shadow is visible here. Okay. So this will be our final formatting for showing the sales revenue, and it is looking pretty good. We'll just increase the size of the visual like this. Okay. Now, see, on the first, we have already shown sales revenue on our report. Now, when we show total opportunities on our report, instead of doing the same formatting again and again, what we are going to do is we will copy the format from this card visual to this card visual. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So the second thing which we are going to do is showing total opportunities in our visual. So for this also we are going to use same card visual. Okay. So again from this visual options we are going to select card visual. Okay. The size, if you want to keep the same size, okay, we can just line it like this. See, both the visuals are same in size now. Now, in the first visual, we have shown sales revenue, but in the second visual, we are going to show total opportunities. Okay, so we will select the visual. Now, always remember for card visual, only one thing is necessary, which is field. What we want to show from this card. Okay, so as we have already discussed, we are going to show total opportunities. So I'll just open this measure table, opportunities from here, and I'll select total opportunities and I'll drag this to field. So total opportunities is shown now. Now, if we now let's say if we again format the same visual with the same step which we have followed for creating this particular visual, it will take more time. Okay. But instead of doing that thing, what we will do is we'll just copy the format from this visual with the help of format mentor. So for doing that, just click on the visual which is already prepared and click on the format mentor. And then you have to select the second visual on which you want to paste the format. So click on that. See, the format is pasted, border is also there, and the shadow is also there. But title is not there because the title of this particular visual is blank currently. So we will click on this format your visual option. We will go to general. We'll select title, and inside the title we will put total total opportunities. And it is looking pretty good. So total opportunities is 800. So this is also done. Now the third visual is won opportunities. Okay. So now what we'll do, we will work smartly. Okay. What I'll do, I'll directly copy this visual and paste it. So in Power BI, we can directly copy paste the visuals as well. Okay. Now see, both the visuals are same, but in the third visual, as we have already discussed, we want to show won opportunities. Okay. So I'll just delete this field from here. Okay. And I'll drag won opportunities here. So won opportunities is under measure table, open measure, click on opportunities and select won opportunities, drag it to field. And we'll just change the title. Instead of total opportunities, the title will be won opportunity. Then The fourth card visual which we are going to create is success rate. Okay. So again, I'll just copy this visual. I'll paste it here. Okay. Currently, this particular visual is showing one opportunity. So I delete this field and I'll drag success rate to this particular field. So success rate is again here. I'll just drag it. Okay. So, and one more thing, we need to change the title from one opportunities to success rate. So you know how to change the title now. So till now we have created four visuals. And now we are going to create the fifth visual. Okay, so again, I'll just copy this visual, paste it here, drag it here like this. Then currently this particular visual is showing the success rate. So I'll select this visual, I'll delete success rate from here. And the last thing which we want on the last visual is average sales cycle days. Okay. So average sales cycle days are here. This one, average sales cycle duration. So I'll just drag it to the field. So this is the average sales cycle duration. I'll just change the title of this visual. Okay. Now the next thing, see, so five important cards we have prepared. Okay. So in the next section, we will build our overview page further. Okay. But one more thing which you can do is you can create spacing between these particular cards. Okay. So for that, you need to define the size of the card. So what I'll do, I'll just reduce the width of the card like this for all card. Okay. I'll arrange this visual horizontally. Now, if you want to create the spacing evenly between these particular cards, so there is one option in Power BI. Okay, just select all the card visuals. So we'll select all five cards which we have prepared. Okay. Then once. Okay. So we will go on view. So first we will select on the card visual like this. Then we will click on format option. So here one option is there, align. So as we want to align this card visual horizontally, we will select this option, distribute horizontally. Okay. Now, if you have observed carefully, the spacing between these particular card is even. Okay. So no need to arrange this card manually. Now, see, one more thing which you can do, okay, or you can make your habit while creating a Power BI report is, now see, if you track one visual, it will move like this. But let's say, okay, you want to move this all five cards at once. So what you can do, you can create a group of card visual. You can select all cards, just right click, create a group like this. Now, if you drag, all five cards will move together and you can easily align this card at center. So we will keep this top space for heading of our report. Okay. And we'll align this all five cards at center. So let's catch up in the next section. So in the next section, we are going to learn how to create the other different visuals like clustered column chart, ribbon chart for showing the different information related to sales. Okay, so till now we have shown KPIs for our report in terms of sales revenue, total opportunities, won opportunities, success rate, and average sales cycle. So in this section, now we are going to create two charts. Okay, we are going to learn how to create custom column chart. And the second thing is we are going to learn how to create a ribbon chart. Okay. We will use custom column chart for showing quarter versus revenue in terms of visual. And the second chart, a ribbon one, we are with the help of ribbon chart, we are going to show quarter versus opportunities. Okay. Now there is a special ask also. Okay, this ask is there should be a button, okay, to switch the visual between month versus revenue and quarter versus revenue. The ask is like this. There should be a provision of button. If you click on that particular button, the visual should change from quarter versus revenue to month versus revenue. Okay, and in the same terms, the visual should also change from quarter versus opportunities to month versus opportunities. I'll explain later how to do that. Okay. So first, let us create quarter versus revenue chart. Okay. So you all know what particular data is, right? So let's select the visual first. Cluster column chart. Okay. Let's select this one. I'll just click on this visual. Okay. First, I'll highlight what we are doing. So we are creating column chart for showing quarter versus revenue. I'll take this much of space. So now see, when you select custard column chart, okay, so here two fields are there, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so x-axis means what data you want to show on x-axis. So on x-axis, we want to show quarter. So from our tables, the quarter is present in calendar. Okay, we can select this quarter from here. and drag it to x-axis. It's pretty easy. Now, when the graph is prepared or whenever the visual is prepared, on x-axis, all the quarters will be available. Okay. And on y-axis, we want to show the revenue. Okay. So the revenue is presented, measures, sales, and the sales revenue. I'll drag the sales revenue to y-axis. Now, if you observe, automatically the visual is prepared. Okay. But here, one there are certain blank fields also in the table. Okay, for quarter. So if you want to remove the blank, what you have to do, you have to apply the filter. So just select the visual. Okay, this is called as filter pane. Okay, so on x-axis we have quarters. So just click on this drop down. Now here two options are there: basic filtering, advanced filtering, and top N. I'll tell you the use later. What is the use of top N? What is the use of advanced filtering and all? Okay. We will keep it as basic filtering only. We'll just select all options and remove blanket from here. Okay. Now see, there is no blank. Now the next thing is we have to format this particular chart. Okay. So the title is good, sales revenue by quarter. So we will just align the things in a better way. I'll just open this general. Sales revenue by quarter. It is looking good. I'll just make it bold. Then the next thing is text color. Instead of black, I'll select this one as usual. And the horizontal alignment, I'll select it as center. Okay, the first thing. Now the second thing is after title, we'll give the effect. Background, currently it is looking fine. Visual border will enable the visual border. Instead of black color, we will select this one. Rounded corner, as usual, we'll select 15. It's good now. And the next thing is, okay, I'll just again select the format, general. It's fine now. I'll just go to visual. On x-axis, see, quarter values are written Q2, Q1, Q4, like this. So what I'll do, I'll just make it bold so that it will be clearly visible. Okay. And the color of this should be this one. You can just note down this code if you want to like have the same formatting. Then title for x-axis, I'll make it bold. You can increase the height size of the title so that it is clearly visible. Similarly, we can format the y-axis. Title is, we can make it bold, 15, and we can decide the color by ourselves. Okay, we can decide color by ourselves. Then the next thing is values on y-axis. We'll make it bold. will increase the size of the value so that it will be clearly visible, and then the color. Okay, now x-axis and y-axis both are done. After that, we will do the formatting for grid line. So the color of grid line will select, we can select black also, it will look really good. We'll just increase the transparency. We'll keep transparency as near about 25, and we'll select it as solid line so that it will be clearly visible. And if you observe, the graph is looking really good now. Again, you can decide width of the grid line according to yourself. Right now, I have kept it as 1 pixel. Then you can provide zoom slider as well if you want. So the use of zoom slider is like that. If you want to change the axis, you can change it from here. Okay. But I don't think so. There is a need. So I'll remove. Now, if you want to change the color of each and every quarter column, you can change it from here. But right now, this is looking good. I'll keep it as it is. And if you want to show the numbers here for like what was the revenue for quarter one, what was the revenue for quarter two, quarter three, and simultaneously quarter four, you can enable this data level. I'll enable this one so that there the user can directly see the revenue from here only. We'll make it bold, increase the size to this one, and color to this. Okay, so by this chart, user can directly see that the total sales revenue for quarter one was 1.1 million, like this. So this was the use of data label. So I don't think so. We can do other formatting for this visual now, and it is looking really good. Okay, but from now onwards, what we'll do, we will directly copy the format from this visual to another visual so that there is no need to change the color in another visual again. So we can save our time while creating the report. Okay, now the second chart which we are going to prepare is sales sorry, quarter versus opportunities. Okay, quarter versus opportunities with the help of ribbon chart. So the first one is completed. Quarter versus revenue with the help of clustered column chart. Now we are going to create quarter versus opportunities with the help of ribbon chart. So a ribbon chart is here. I'll just click on the visual. Okay. Now, again, when we have ribbon chart, again, we have two options, x-axis and y-axis. Okay. So on x-axis, again, we want to show the quarter. So we have quarter in calendar table. I'll just drag quarter to x-axis. That's good. Then on y-axis, this time we don't want to show sales revenue because we have already shown it. So we have to show opportunities. Okay. Now in opportunities, we want to show total opportunities, won opportunities. We will not show total. We'll show won, lost, engaging, and prospecting. Okay. And again, see here, In quarter, blank is visible and we know how to remove this. Okay, we'll just select the visual. Blank is on x-axis. On x-axis, we have shown quarter. So again, we'll just expand this, select all, and we'll remove blank. Okay, one more thing in this chart which is missing is the alignment. Okay, so currently the alignment is in decreasing order, means highest first and the lowest one is last. So what we'll do, we'll click on these three dots. Okay, sort axis. Currently it is in descending order. So we'll select here quarter and sort ascending. So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 like this. Okay, it is good. Similarly for this chart also, sort axis, we'll select quarter here and we'll select ascending. So Q1 will be first, Q2 will be second, Q3 will be third, and Q4 will be fourth. Now see, again, same formatting we have to do for x-axis. We have to change the color. We have to make the values which are present on x-axis bold so that it will be clearly visible. But if you again and again select the visual and format it from here, okay, it will take more time. So instead of doing that, what we will do, this first visual is prepared. I'll just copy the format from here and I'll paste it on this visual. So now see, the values which are present on x-axis, the color is automatically changed. Okay. Title for x-axis will increase the width, increase the, so as there is no space, no, because of that it is happening like this. Okay. So for space, what we can do, instead of this large title, we'll just keep it as uh, quarter versus opportunities. Okay, so we have four won opportunities, lost opportunities, engaging, and prospecting. Okay, and title of y-axis will change to opportunities only. We'll just select this visual. This is good. And what other thing which we can do is, see, data labels are there. You can directly tell. This light color is for engaging. So for quarter two, the engaging value is 0.4K. Okay, like this. Mm, anything else which we can do here? I don't think so. It is looking fine. So the second chart also we have prepared, which is quarter versus opportunities. But there was a special ask for this. Okay. Now the ask is we want to have a button so that we can directly switch the views from quarter versus revenue to month versus revenue and quarter versus opportunities to month versus opportunities. Means when we click on the button, the x-axis should change from quarter to month for both the visuals. How to do that? Okay. So first, what we will do, we will save our view with the help of bookmark. Okay. So I'll just click on the view tab I'll open bookmark. I'll add a bookmark. I'll rename this bookmark. I'll rename this bookmark as quarter. Currently, the on x-axis we have quarter, and I'll update this like this. So now we'll create one more group, okay, and one more bookmark for month as well. So what I'll do, I'll just okay. Wait. Before that, what we'll do, we will open this selection pane as well. So group one was this one, which was for card visual. Okay, I'll and group two was for this one, correct. We'll create one more. I'll just disable these two panes so that our dashboard will be clearly visible, and we are going to create one more group for month. Okay. So this third group is for month. So title for this will be sales revenue by month. You know how to change the title. Sales revenue by month. Similarly, for this one, opportunities by month. Okay. And the last thing which we have to do is on x-axis from quarter, we instead of quarter, we need month. So I'll just select this visual. Okay. And I'll remove the quarter from here and I'll drag month to x-axis. Similarly, for this shot also, I'll remove quarter and I'll drag month to x-axis. Uh, One more thing which I'll do, I'll just decrease the size of this data label as it is very congested right now. This looks good. I'll place this chart like this one. Okay. And now we can open the selection pane. See, what is the use of bookmark? I'll delete this one and I'll explain it from the beginning. Okay. So we will create two bookmarks, one for quarter and one for month. So I'll add the first bookmark. I'll rename this for quarter. I'll add one more bookmark. I'll rename this to month. Okay. Now see, when I want to show quarter, I want to show only two groups. This first group, second group was sales revenue versus quarter and opportunities were by quarter. Okay. So I want to show first and second group. Means this one. Okay. And I want to disable the last one. Correct? Like this. So I'll place it here only. Okay. So for I'll select quarter visual from here. So I want to disable the recently created group. So I want to show this group card visual, and the second one will be sales revenue by quarter and opportunities by quarter. So I'll just update the visual now. But when we want to show month, okay, when we want to show month, I want to disable this one and I want to enable this one. So I'll update it from here. Okay, got it. Why it is not working? See, both the group are same, right? Group to group two. So first we'll right click, we'll ungroup this. Okay, so now this visual is separate, this visual is separate. We'll select these two, right click, group. Now the third group is created. Okay, so for quarter, we want to show first and second, and we want to disable the third group. We'll update it. But for month, we want to show first and third, and we want to disable the second one. So we'll just wait. First, I'll drag it like this. Okay. So for month visual, we want to show first and third, and we want to disable second. Correct. We'll update this. Now see, if you click on quarter, the sales revenue by quarter will open and opportunities by quarter will open. If you select month, sales revenue by month will open and opportunities by month will open. Okay. Now, instead of going to view, then bookmark and selecting the bookmark, we can use this functionality with the help of button as well. So how to do that? Okay. So we have an option insert, and inside the insert, we have option to insert text box, button, shapes, and image like this. So we'll select the button from here. Okay. And we'll select blank button. Okay. So currently we have shown month, right? So we'll select quarter. Let's format this button. Title will enable. We'll put it as quarter. We'll make it bold. Text color again will change as it is, and alignment horizontal one. We'll see how it is looking. Mhm. Title is not looking good. We'll go to button. We'll enable the text, and inside the text we'll put quarter. Correct. We want this one. We'll make it bold. We'll select the color like this. Similarly for second one, the we'll enable text. We'll use month. We'll make it bold. We'll select the color like this. If we want to do anything else, means change the border and all, we can do.
So for that, you have to select the visual, go to general, go to effect, visual border you have to enable, then you have to change the color of the visual border like this. Similarly for this also, you can change the color of border and it is fine now. Okay. Now see, the main point was if you click on quarter, the quarter view should be visible, and if you click on month, the month view should be visible. So I'll select this particular button, which is quarter, and I'll enable the action. Now, what are the different types of action? See, we can select bookmark. Here, there are multiple types of action. We will select bookmark, and inside the bookmark for quarter button, I'll select quarter. And for month button, I'll select month. Like this. It's pretty easy, right? Now see, if you select quarter by pressing Control, the view will get changed. If you select month, the view will get changed to month. And it's working also. So our ask is complete. In our previous section, we have prepared our overview tab till here. So in this section, we are going to create three visuals according to the ask. So according to the document, today we have to create these three visuals. The first visual is top five product based on revenue, then top five sector based on revenue, and the third one is these two visuals we have to create with the help of clustered bar chart. And the third one, revenue distribution by regional office, we have to create with the help of pie chart. So let us create the first chart, top five product based on revenue. Let us see how we can create it. So we have to do with the help of clustered bar chart. So that's why we will select this one, clustered bar. Okay. Now it is already defined what we have to show in this. Okay. So basically, we need to show top five product based on revenue. So on y-axis, we will keep product names. So I'll just drag product name on y-axis. Okay. Then we have to present top five product based on revenue. So on x-axis, revenue will come. So revenue is under measure, sales, and the sales revenue. Now see, these are the product and this is the revenue for each and every product. But we don't have to show all the products available. We want to present only top five products. So how to do that? Okay. So it means that we have to filter out top five product in terms of revenue, right? So I'll just select this visual. Okay. I'll go to format your visual option. Sorry, I'll open this filter pane. Okay. Now, basically, here two parameters are there, product name, which is on y-axis, and sales revenue, which is on x-axis. So we have to show top five product, right? So I'll just click here. Instead of basic filtering, I'll select top N. Okay. Now, in show items, one option is there. One drop down is there, and it has two options, top and bottom. So as we want to show top five, so I'll select top and I'll type five here. On which basis I want to select? I want to select based on sales revenue and I'll just apply the filter. See, so top five products are there based on sales revenue. Now it is very easy, right? We have already formatted the clustered column chart. We will just copy the format of this chart and we'll paste on this one. Okay. Most of the things are done. we will do little formatting only. Okay, so let's go to general, open title. So it is top five product. We'll type top five product based on revenue. We'll make it bold. We'll select the text color and the horizontal alignment will be at center. Then for title, everything is fine. We'll just click on effect. The background is same. Okay. We'll just enable the visual border. The color of the border will be same like this. And as usual, rounded corner will keep it as 15 with the width of 1 pixel. And at last, we'll enable the shadow as well, like this. So visual, I guess we just forgot for shadow. So we have shown top five product based on revenue, right? Now, formatting, we were doing formatting, so I'll just click on format your visual option. On y-axis, I'll make the value bold and color as it is, which we were selecting. Okay, and then title is already enabled, it is auto, so y-axis is showing products. I'll make it bold, color as usual. If you want to increase the size, you can. Then x-axis again same. Revenue. Title is revenue. And we'll make it bold. We'll change the color and increase the font size. Then, as usual, the color of grid line will be black. And the type of the line, let's select it as solid so that it will be clearly visible. Right? So the visual is completed. So this is how we have to format the clustered column chart. Okay. So on this clustered column chart, we have shown top five product based on revenue. We'll align the chart properly and the system. So I guess all things are done, right? And one more thing which we can do is we can show data labels, numbers we can directly show. So I'll just enable the data labels. Value, I'll make it as bold and color, I'll use purple one only. This is fine. Okay. So this is the formatting of clustered bar chart. Now next graph is also, next visual is also clustered bar chart on which we have to show top five sectors based on revenue. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this visual and I'll paste it. Okay. So currently it is showing top five product based on revenue. We will just change the title so that we don't have to do formatting again and again. Okay, so we will show top five sector based on revenue. And one more thing which we have to do here is, see, it is showing product. So I'll just delete product from y-axis. On x-axis, sales revenue will be same. And on y-axis, we need to keep sector. So sector will be available in account. Yeah. So I'll just drag sector to y-axis. So these are the different sectors, but we need only top five, right? So delete this one. Again, I'll open this. Instead of basic filtering, I'll select top N. How many sectors I want to represent? Five. Based on which? So based on sales revenue, I want to show top five sector. And I'll just apply the filter. So see, only five, which are the greatest in revenue, are shown on this clustered bar chart. And as we have directly copied the visuals, there is no need of formatting. And the last chart which we want to prepare was pie chart. I'll just select pie chart. Okay. So on this pie chart, so these two are done. We have shown top five product based on revenue, then top five sector based on revenue. This is completed. Okay. Now for this particular section, only one visual is remaining, which is a revenue distribution by regional office. Okay. And we have to show this in terms of pie chart. So let's see. We have selected pie chart as a visual. Okay. Now revenue distribution in terms of region. Okay. So values will be based on sales revenue. Okay. Because it is in revenue distribution. And in terms of revenue, it is there, right? So that we have selected sales revenue as values. But what will be the region? What we have to show? We have to show different regions, right? So in region, legend will come. So, uh, sorry, in legend, a region will come, and legend is present in sales teams. Region is present in sales team. Okay, regional office. So I'll just drag regional office to legend. Now see, we have three regions, which is West, Central, and East. And based on the sales revenue, the data is distributed. So what I'll do, I'll directly copy the format from here. I'll paste it like this. Okay. So most of the formatting will be done like shadow and all. Okay. Only this legend formatting we have to do, and the title. So sales revenue by regional office. So we'll change it to revenue distribution by region. This is done. It is already bold and color is there. Okay, and the next thing is effects are already done. There is border, there is curved bar, and colors are already selected. Okay, so we'll just open the legend. The position of the legend we can keep it at or top as well, and to, right now it is towards the right side, so it is looking fine. Text will make it bold. Again, we'll select our color. We can increase the size as well so that it will be clearly visible. And the title, instead of regional office, we'll put region. Okay. Now, if you look our overview page, it is looking really good. So we, in the last chart, we have created this functionality to toggle between month and quarter based on the requirement. And each and every chart is looking really good. Okay. So if you want any enhancement to this, you can do. Otherwise, you can follow the same step for creating this. I have attached the blank Power BI file with the data, loaded in it. Okay. In the description box, you can download it. You can try to create same types of visual. Okay. You can try to create same types of visuals. So, okay, we need to do the formatting once again as we want to show top five product based on revenue. So I've selected the chart, top five based on sales revenue. I'll apply the filter. And again, top five sector based on sales revenue. I'll just apply the filter. So this is done.
So
Okay.
at last, you have to just give the name of the report with the help of this text box, and you have to create a slicer. Okay. While creating the slicer, you will use calendar table and you will drag this year quarter, which will give year along with the quarter. Okay, inside the slicer, so that you can select this information. So you will get a dashboard like this one. So thank you for joining with me in this video. Thank you.